This would be a little bit of a surprise to me. You can run him over early, but if you do not, it does get difficult. I will say, though, you ignore basically all the CC, and that is going to be the key thing here, is Galio's not going to be able to stop you. Nami wave. Well, yeah, exactly, and that puts a huge target on 6A's back. No cleanse. Blabber has flash. You can get your butt down there as a jungler and see what you can make happen.
Gory gets locked down. M&S with the ignite. One more auto attack. They do it! First blood. Ignite.
Push for that last final minion to get to himself. Couldn't quite get it. Now Blabber up to top side. This is one of the weaknesses of this Malphite. A stacked wave early on. You cannot deal with these dives well.
Okay, they're going to start it off with Blabber slamming him into the wall. They kill him so easy. Cloud9 gets there.
Good execution on that. And Licorice is going to have a hell of a time in this lane now.
Blabber coming bottom, looking for another gank. He shoves Stixay back. The Blade Caller gets him rooted. They need one more auto from Berserker, and they get it. Cloud9, 3-0.
Blabber is coming up huge. He does exactly.
Oh, nice from Hui.
Blabber does exactly what we're talking about, though. He gets the kill on top side, and then bottom side never expects an immediate rotation over there to go for the second kill. Blabber skips all his bottom camps. He goes straight from the top side tower dive into a bottom side tower dive. The extra kill going over, though, big stuff from Hui to grab one back.
Yeah, really nicely done. Berserker, though, could go aggressive here. That looks like a dead Nami on my screen.
Nicely done. Berserker's eaten.
And I think especially with Blabber having no flash and knowing that Stixay's sums are both back up, it would be a really ill-advised dive to try to go for unless they have them super chunked. So instead, they'll pull back. They have the cover on that push from...
Cloud9's going to want to force that before they get a chance to have the cooldown back. Hui has rotated up into the mid lane. M&S with the flash into chains. Hui gets bound up. Now he's got to try to get away. Blabber wants the angle for the charge, but he just ends up inting it. He got to
a nice initial play, not getting that knockback and trying to set it up, but they didn't have the damage to do it.
Man, you want to talk about aggressive. Fudge is going in with the Ragnarok, chasing after River, forces him back. Now Sven and M&S are trying to put more damage on the remaining players. Fudge gets thrown up into the air by Licorice. Blabber tackles Licorice, just trying to keep him away from Fudge. Everybody's going after everybody all over these small skirmishes here in the larger fight. Licorice still hanging around, trying to clear out some of these wards. Won't get the last hit on that one. M&S and Sven moving forward. Blabber finds a charge into the wall, but it's only under River's clone. Now Sven's wanting to lock down Licorice, and M&S gets the kill. A gory taunt only finds one, and he doesn't have the damage to finish off Fudge. Fudge gets the kill back, and Cloud9 gets
to follow up. You look how far away Gory is. He doesn't have ult. Hui's not in position either, so they're never going to have the damage to make it happen. Now they're going to look for a dive again. Blabber
with those Hex flashes just won't give him a break.
To actually lock down any of these carries. Who do you go for? The LeBlanc who can distort away. The Xayah who has ultimate, or Fudge.
Oh, River, he's just going to die if he isn't careful, or maybe they can turn it around instead. Beautifully.
Like those timers.
Absolutely, and I think for sure Golden Guardians are just going to have to give it up.
Oh,
here's another Hex Flash play.
Blabber slams him into the turret. The follow-up from Sven to throw Gory into the air as Berserker uses the Blade Caller to get the kill. They find him, and they're going to find multiple plates to go with it. M&S wants to get Stixay, but with Hui behind him, it's M&S who's in trouble. He gets out with 200 HP, but he has to abandon the turret. Blabber wraps around now, but he finds a control ward, so he can't just make the surprise move.
Yeah, and Blabber's very low, so this would be risky. He's got to wait for reinforcement here. Sven arrives. You can see Berserker is pushing out mid lane, and you look picture in picture. This is Fudge getting aggressive in that 1v1. He might take this.
Nope, okay. But he does get the ghost out of Licorice instead.
Should be the dragon there for Cloud9 because of the mid lane dive, and again, not having those ultimate cooldowns that make up the entire identity of the Golden Guardians comp, so such a quick pace. Meanwhile, Fudge on the Olaf has had a time of his life up there, popping his ultimate whenever he wants versus Licorice. Holds it this time.
Fudge is ready. He's popping the ghost. He's got Ragnarok. They want to take Licorice down. They'll get him, but Fudge is going to die in trade. Blabber looking to see if he can get an angle on somebody valuable. Tries to slam Hui into the wall. Doesn't quite get the terrain connection. M&S jumps in really close to bursting Stixay down.
Cloud9 already deleted that minion wave, so they're going to be able to grab this one, and all they have to do is alert Fudge, hey, guess what? You are weak side. There are 2 objectives on the top. All right, Golden Guardians are on a timer right now because they've got an Olaf beating down top turret, a Rift Herald taking mid turret for the Xayah, And time is just not working in their favor. They're going to try and rush down this dragon, but they're going to lose so much gold for it. And Blabber can still get here for a possible ultimate on the Poppy into a steal.
They're going to TP in. They're going to look for this. Sven is in the back of the pit now.
Blabber knocks Licorice away, and now they're ready to fight. Blabber jumps into the middle of 3, but now he has to disengage as River's ready to try to get a kill back.
Fudge!
Stixxay fires off the culling. Fudge is ready to fight in the middle of everyone. The Ragnarok for the CC immunity as Berserker goes on a rampage, and they kill Stixxay. Now River's got the kill at least back onto Blabber, but it's the double for Berserker and Licorice, Huhi and Gory.
And both of them pinned over there towards the wall, but we've got a dead
For
loose
this squad. Man, the Golden Guardians are in a rough spot.
They absolutely are, and we can see this M&S from Fog is really strong, has so much flat pen. As soon as Stixxay dashes in, he knows he's got him because he had already spent the flash and the cleanse in the
Carry dead for the 3rd time this game. Cloud9 now have a free soul point. That's 3 Drakes to nothing.
fight. That dash alone was all he needed to have that go button. Goes in, knocks him down.
I mean, that's just being very annoying while the rest of Cloud9 can just retreat back to this Baron. 5,000 health and dropping, but Golden Guardians are here.
Golden Guardians want to fight for it. Blabber with a nice disengage. That's the power of the Poppy. There's no steal ever. When
Lane, as well as ejecting Golden Guardians members for these objectives. They're gonna dive.
Nice. Can they actually kill him? Yes. Stixxay gets the kill with one of the shots from the culling. They get the objective bounty on the tier 1. That's kind of the only way they're killing M&S, and they found the angle.
Yeah, they did get the kill, but just barely, even throwing everything in the kitchen sink. That's Malphite ult, that's the Nami ult, the Lucian ult, everything's out. He'll base now and try to regroup with the team, but Cloud9 are just extending the gold lead so damn fast. It's up over 8
Damage on the Stixxay, right back to his origin point, because the entire time the Drake was taken, and it's Ocean Soul for Cloud9.
Now that base, and just let Berserker melt that thing.
And I think at this point, for Golden Guardians, they're going to go for a pick. We'll see if they can find it.
They want to try to catch Fudge here.
God.
Fudge he still has the Ragnarok. He hasn't even used it. There, he finally claims it, throws the undertow back. The angle isn't there on the culling. Now Sven swoops through him. They can't even kill Fudge. They threw the kitchen sink at him, and he didn't care.
And look at top lane. They're already pushing the base here. Going to be able to crack this first inhibitor turret. Uncontested. Cloud9 are getting closer and closer to this championship. They can taste it, pushing down multiple lanes with the Baron buff. This could be the last stand for Golden Guardians.
Golden Guardians gotta try to fight here. They have no Malphite ult, they have no Wukong ult, they have no top lane inhibitor, and they have no gold to compare to Cloud9. Berserker is dominating. They knock one of the remaining defenders away as River is forced back into the fountain, or at least the clone was. Now Cloud9 are gonna finish off the real deal. River falls, Licorice is about to go next. Gory and Huhi stand alone. Cloud9 don't lose a man. They march through the Nexus turrets. They march through the remaining players. They're the champs, and they're the champs back to back. The LCS shines bright blue, and Cloud9 are your spring 2023 champions.